Welcome to my channel. Let's quickly learn how to make this easy blouse. You can make this, you can cut and sew this blouse in less than 10 minutes. It's very easy and beautiful. Stay with me as well. Learn how to cut and sew it. To all my returning subscribers, you're welcome. And if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe to this channel. On this channel I bring you sewing tutorials, and if this is the content you love, please subscribe and turn on your notification icon so that you can always be notified anytime I upload. Let me use this paper to show you how to fold. You first get your fabric and you cut it as square. That means all the sides will be equal. Then you fold the four sides towards the center, the way I'm doing with this paper. That is the exact way you're going to fold your fabric. Everything will be towards the center. Now this side, the two sides I'm holding will be, you will open it, that is where your arm will come out from. The lower part, that is the lower part, and the ear is the neckline. So let's go to our fabric now. This is the fabric I'll be using, and it is 45 inches by 45 inches. Like I said, you're going to cut it into square. So this is 45 inches by 45, and I'll fold it the way I just folded the paper. I will start by marking 8 inches, and I'll mark this 8 inches as a curve, and this is the neckline. Now you can do it as curved the way I'm doing it, or you can just mark it and cut it straight and do a straight line. Also, if you want, and I will recommend that maybe you make the back 7.5 inches, then you make the front 8 inches or 8.5 inches. But the way I did it now, I just mark 8 inches around like a curve, and I'll cut it. So that is where my head will come out from. That is the neckline. When you are cutting yours, if you want, you can make the back a little bit up and the front a little bit down. I think when I'm sewing this blouse the next time, that is how I'm going to do it. But I just mark 8 inches and I make it like a curve. You see the way it is curved. If you like, you can make it straight. I think making it straight too will make sense. But this is our neckline. Now I will adjust the fabric so that I can cut the part where my arm will come out from, and I will mark 8 inches also, but this time I will be marking it with a straight line. I will not make it curve, I'll mark it with a straight line, and I will cut it out. As you see, I drew just a straight line. I didn't curve it the way I curved the neckline. And as I said, you can actually cut the neckline like this to straight. So what I did here, I will do to the other side so that my arm can come out at both sides. Now this material, we can still use it as band for this side. So you just cut it into two, and you fold it and use it as band. That is where the hem will come from if you want. But for the way I made mine, I added elastic. So because I'm adding elastic, I will have to use another band because this band won't be enough for me. But you don't really have to use elastic if you don't want it tight. At that point, you just want it very free. So you just cut the way I'm cutting. You join it together, and after joining it together, you fold it like this, and you sew it around the side. You see, you sew it around. So exactly what I did here, I will do to the other side. Now for the lower part, I will mark 13.5 inches. And if you want, you can make it straight or you curve it. But I think I'll curve it. So I'll just mark 13.5 inches and I'll curve it and cut it out. That will be the lower part of this blouse. Now this lower part, you can add band. You can cut band and add. You can add elastic to the band. You can just turn it if you want. This is the neckline. You can add a bias, tape it. Then I will join the sides, join this side and the other side. I will join the other side like that. Then the center, you can add button. You can just sew it without adding button. If you like, maybe a zipper too might work for the center opening. Then for this part where your sleeve will come out, your hand will come out from, you can add a band or whatever you want. So just now, this is it. I already joined that part. You see, it's already joined. So this part where your hand is coming out from, you can leave it like that. You can just add a band. You can add elastic depending on what you want. I think this blouse, you can do different variety. Yeah, you can add an elastic band. You can add just normal band if you want it free. So you just decide what you want and go for it. For me, I'll be adding elastic to this side. I'll add elastic to the lower part, that is the hip line, and I will tape the neck. I will not add anything to the center. I will just join it at the center, and I'll come back to show you the final look. This is not really the final look, but I just want to show you the step. The neck is done, the center done. It remains the lower part and the sides where my arm will come out from. But okay, now I will add a band, elastic band. You see this elastic band, that is what I will add to the lower parts. That's what I'm adding to that part. This part too, I already put a smaller elastic. That is what I will add to that side too, to both sides, where my sleeve will come out from, and this other side. So I'll just go join it, and I'll show you the final product. Okay, this is the final product. It's so beautiful, and I must say this blouse is for all sizes. It's for all sizes, especially if you don't put the elastic band down. If you don't put the elastic band, it will be very free, and it will be for all sizes. But if you want to reduce the size, maybe instead of using 45 inches that I use for the fabric, you can use like 40. That will reduce the size, both the length and the width of the blouse. And this one I made, I think it's for large, extra large, or maybe extra large. It's actually beautiful and I love it. And you can work on the neck if you want. You can still make it v-neck. You can make the front lower and the back higher than the front. You can I think if I'm making this blouse the next time, it's only the next time is only the neck I'll work on. Thank you for watching. Bye.